Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Chelsea confirmed 28-man squad for pre-season tour of USA as Chalobah left behind. Chelsea have confirmed their 28-man squad for the pre-season tour of the United States this summer. Newly appointed head coach Enzo will oversee his first game in charge of the Blues against Wrexham at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California on Wednesday, before games against Celtic and Club America. They finish the tour against Manchester City in Columbus and a meeting with Real Madrid in Charlotte on Tuesday, August 6th. Summer signings Dosin Adarabio, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, Renato Vega, and Mark Guiu have all been included, with those who played in the latter stages of the Copa America and Euro 2024 to link up with the squad at a later date. Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, Reece James, and Christopher Nkunku will all travel after injury-hit seasons last time, though there is no place for defender Chalobah. Standard Sport understands the club are willing to listen to offers for the £25 million rated defender, who still has 4 years to run on his contract at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea rip-up contract The Forgotten Man. The 25-year-old arrived at Stamford Bridge as a free agent following the end of his Nice contract in 2020, penning a 5-year deal. That included wages of £100,000 per week. Sarr spent his first season out on loan with Porto, before signing for Monaco on a year-long deal. He's played just 21 games for Chelsea, 8 of them in the Premier League, and scooped up a whopping £20.8 million in the process, but he is now reported to be heading for the exit. According to L'Equipe, Sarr is expected to sign for League One outfit Lens. He had 1 year left on his deal with Chelsea. However, he now looks set to leave as a free agent. Monaco had been given an option to buy when Sarr went on loan there in the 2022-23 season, but the French side decided not to go through with it. A reported move to Le Havre in January fell through, with the French club's director Mathieu Bodmer blaming Chelsea for the collapse of the deal. He said at the time, "What Chelsea did to Malang Sarr was disgraceful. With just a few details still to be worked out, they did a U-turn. They gave the youngster the go-ahead to travel, and a financial agreement had been reached for the 18 months of his remaining contract at Chelsea. However, on several occasions, they went back on their agreement and then gave it again. And once the player had agreed to make a big effort, to come to us on a tiny salary, just to play football, they blocked him. Everything was okay, the contract had even been submitted to the league, but we never received Chelsea's cancellation. In the end, they just told him he wouldn't be leaving and they didn't even answer the phone anymore." The Athletic also reported a source close to Sarr said they had never seen him as low as this after the deal failed to materialize. Chelsea open talks to sign Filip Jorgensen. Chelsea have asked about VRL goalkeeper Filip Jorgensen, as they assess a number of targets to compete with Robert Sanchez. Jorgensen served as the La Liga side's #1 last season, making 37 appearances in all competitions as they narrowly missed out on a European place. The 22-year-old is a regular for Denmark's under-21 side, having previously represented Sweden at multiple youth levels. Jorgensen is keen on joining Enzo Maresca's side, with talks between the two clubs currently conducting discussions over a potential move. Since succeeding Mauricio Pochettino in the Stamford Bridge dugout, Maresca has set about bolstering his depth between the sticks, with Leicester goalkeeper Mads Hermansen also linked with the club. George Petrovic and Robert Sanchez arrived last summer from New England Revolution and Brighton respectively. Sanchez initially served as the club's #1 before a knee injury against Everton in December ruled him out for much of the remainder of the campaign. Petrovic impressed in his absence and went on to make 31 appearances in all for the Blues, starting in their EFL Cup final defeat against Liverpool in February. Chelsea also still have the sport's most expensive goalkeeper of all time on their books. Kepa Arrizabalaga spent last season out on loan at Real Madrid, and there has been a host of clubs interested in securing his signature this summer, as it appears increasingly unlikely he will remain in West London. The Spain international has just 1 year remaining on his contract and has been training away from the first team since reporting for pre-season at Cobham. Chelsea completed Caleb Wiley move. Chelsea have signed yet another teenage talent as United States left-back Caleb Wiley arrives in West London on a 6-year contract for a fee of £8.5 million. The 19-year-old joins the Blues from Major League Soccer side Atlanta United, where he has been a part of the first-team squad since 2022. Wiley has made 83 appearances for the Mills outfit, scoring 6 goals. He is expected to join Strasbourg on loan, where he will be joined by Andre Santos. The teenager earned his senior debut for the US national team in a 1-1 draw against Mexico last March and has 2 caps to his name after another call-up in October. Wiley is currently in Paris, where he is part of the US squad for the Olympic Games football tournament. The deal comes after the West London side completed the signing of Aston Villa forward Omari Kellerman last month in a deal worth £19 million. Wiley is the latest Atlanta player to make the move to Europe, but his history with the club and the city makes his rise a particular point of pride for the Eastern Conference team. Caleb epitomizes the pathway that we envisioned when we started this club, said Carlos Bocanegra, Atlanta's vice president and technical director. Born and raised in Atlanta, he joined our academy at 11 years old, played for ATL United 2, and went on to earn every step in his path up to signing as a homegrown. Now he can continue his career at a top club in Europe. We wish Caleb the best in this next challenge of his career and look forward to following his journey. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.